Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup and then recounting some interesting stories I went through at working at my first job, CVS. Let's go. Alright, let's start. Ignore where I have to put the microphone. I got nowhere else to put it, and I know y'all need to hear me, so let's go. I'm going to start with my base, just putting on some primer, but to start off my stories, uh, I'll start off with this one particular customer. Now, when working in retail, you're always going to have one customer that stands out and really makes you want to, you know what I mean, fight. There's only so many words I can say about her. But especially where I work, and when you do work at a place such as Walgreens, CVS, and all these other little retail places, the customer demographic there is definitely catered to the old people. And when it comes to old people, baby, old people do not play about their goddamn coupons.
What's this? What the fuck?
Not even in the slightest. Even if they don't understand, and that's where I'm trying to get at. Most of the people or the customers that came into my job at the time was just, pulling anything out their ass just to pretend it was a coupon, just to get a percentage off. And hey, I'm all for it, saving a buck, saving a dollar. But when you are not going to take the time to read these coupons and take it out on your, employees and people that was working there that's serving you, baby, I'm not going to, I'm only going to have so much, patience with you. But, anyways, this one particular lady, let's call her Jaylene, okay? Miss Jaylene, old, appearingly, she didn't even appear sweet. She was just an old ass lady, right? She kind of looked like a bitch, no offense. But actually, no, fuck that shit. She treated me like shit, so she definitely looked like a bitch. But
Oh!
she would come in every week or every other week without fail. Besides getting medication, she would just get, shit that you probably could get at Walmart, Publix, Target. She looked like she didn't look frugal at all. Yeah, come in every week. And the thing is that she would come in with expired coupons or like not understanding how her coupons worked. So if this lady was getting a pack of paper towels, she'd bring in a coupon for toilet paper that's buy one, get one half off, whatever. She'd get paper towels, and I'll be like, babe, that's not. And she'd always have to, argue back with me. No, 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 no. Read this right here. It says paper product. Blah, blah. Baby, one step down. Paper products. Okay, bitch, you're asking for what did I say, toilet paper? This bitch would get paper towels, like, and then she would not stop, until she got her way. And it got to a point where, I got to know her very quickly. She always had it out for me. But even when I did mention shit to the managers, baby, they'd be like, you know what, let's just for some most time, let her get away with it. Let's keep her quiet. Let's keep her, she's a returning customer. Returning customer, bitch. She only got 2 weeks left to live. She's fighting with me every single time. So it got to a point where, towards the end of me working there, instead of trying to fight with her, and trust me, we had our fair shares of back and forths, back and forths.
Exactly. And I told her, I say, ma'am.
Got to a point where she clearly was not paying attention. If you're gonna be a couponer, you're gonna look at the prices. Got to a point where she would just hand me coupons. I'd scan that shit. Did it work half the time? No. But at that point, if you're gonna yell at me, curse me out over $2 off a paper product when you already spent $80 at the Ross next door, who the fuck am I to tell you, bitch? Yeah, it went through. You didn't see right? Yeah, it went through. And that bitch would fall for it. So not only are you bringing in these coupons, cursing me out when I'm trying to help you out and get the right products, just because you know what I mean. You're not even checking. So what's the point of you bringing a coupon if you're not gonna be about that life, about a real coupon bitch?
This is the fastest cashier I know. And he gets down. He don't play.
Moving on to the next story. The store itself is open 7 days a week. And so that includes holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that good jazz. And at least my store, they would not close early for the most part. That bitch would be open from the dusk till dawn until 9 p.m., 10 p.m. type shit. Fool. Mind you, the pharmacy closed early too, so I don't know why the fuck they would be doing that. But whatever. You need your midnight runs. You need your midnight runs. Cool. But when it comes to holidays, that's what pissed me off. I remember Thanksgiving, my first year working there, and there was a sheet to sign up for holidays. I signed up for all of them because I'm like, okay, overtime per. How bad could it be? Y'all, tell me why Thanksgiving Day, first day, me not being with my family, working just there chilling, thinking it's gonna be a chill day. There's this guy, and there was multiple people, and it's common when Thanksgiving Day you forgetting some ingredients. I get it. I do. But for some reason, this one man stood out. He came in. I want to say we opened up, let's say, 8 a.m. Right? Okay, cool. Thanksgiving Day. At that point, there's still other stores. Again, Walmart, possibly, definitely Publix up to a certain hour. Hopefully Target, other places. My store that I worked at, yeah, we had a freezer of frozen foods that's like ready to put in the oven. Cool. We had food aisles, but you're talking cereal, you're talking prune juice, you're talking, cheeses, little crackers, candies, cookies, shit like that. The actual food shit, maybe got Kraft mac and cheese, but that's like what, three? We're not supplying that shit like crazy. It's really just for the vitamins and other type shit, not food that you purposely want to go get. Or if you had time to prepare, it's not the food that you'd want. But I digress. This man comes in. We open up at 8. Let's say he comes in at 9 o'clock. Y'all got mac and cheese? Hey man, go look in the back, right there, that aisle. Okay. Whatever you see there is what we got. And it was true. You got me looking in the back. I can look in the back, but ain't shit gonna be there. I'll tell you that much. Okay, cool. He didn't see what he wanted. Left. Alright, have a nice day. Cool. An hour goes by, he comes back. Y'all got mashed potatoes?
Huh?
You got mashed potatoes. What did you talk about? You got mashed potatoes. Ah, let me walk with you. No, no. I have this tiny instant mix mashed potatoes, but nothing that you're looking for. This man, mind you, pulling up in a fucking Jeep, G-Wagon, whatever those cars are called. This man got money. This man got money. Oh, no, no. Okay, bye. Leaves. Okay, cool. Y'all, when I tell you this man came in like every hour, every other hour, just back and forth looking. Y'all got paper towels. Y'all got. First of all, you've been in the store. Let's give it till about like 4 o'clock. How many hours has passed by? You've come in and out the store. You probably know the store layout more than I do. And you asking for all this shit, bitch. By that time, Publix been closed. Walmart been closed. Why are you coming in this CVS? We're not any cheaper than a dollar store, if not more expensive. Why are you up in here thinking we Sam's Club, Costco type shit? Don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Like everything but the fucking turkey at that point he was asking for. I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, if he had the balls, if he knew better, he would ask me if I had the fucking turkey. Bitch, we got Tostinos, pizza rolls. Get your G-Wagon, go to Cracker Barrel at that point, get some shit. Do not come up in here. Like, they would be asking the stupidest questions. And these are people you see got money. You got enough money for that car, but you don't got enough money to shop the day before? Oh! Piss me off. Alright, and speaking about, people coming in more than they should, this is a continuous theme if you're not catching on. I'd say for a month. Let's say a month. And that's being generous there. Um, you know, people get, I guess, lonely at nighttime. People, or at least looking for the right company. Who knows? If it wasn't some lady yelling at me for expired coupons, or someone walking in on a holiday asking for shit they should have gone the day before, a week before, there were customers, or I guess you could say men, that would come in just looking for conversation. I don't get paid enough to be a therapist, but if I'm bored enough to, I guess I'll entertain your conversation. I don't know. A man would come in, buy, let's say, what did he buy? He bought a gallon of milk, sometimes eggs, but usually, a gallon of milk, maybe paper products. He would come in, get his milk, either just the milk, like I said, or maybe a few other things, majority just milk, check out, and then just stand there and talk to me. First night it happened, got his milk. Hey, how's your night going? Oh, it's going good. How's your night? No, good, good, good. Pick up my kids, from soccer practice and after school program, and gotta get milk for the baby at home, and gotta get home to the wife, and la, la, la. Okay. And again, when it comes to, he wasn't oldish per se, I guess 40s, early 50s, but like older people or people in general. Again, when you got no one to talk to, they'll talk to anyone, especially when you work in retail. That customers will be confessing their deepest, darkest secrets for you for no reason whatsoever. So comes in, it's like, oh yeah, just doing this, and next thing you know, he's talking to me on a tangent, or he's talking to me, opening up, and I'm thinking, okay. Got to the point where he's like slowly trying to walk away, but he's just so engrossed in this conversation. And my register is directly right next to the automatic doors. Slowly walking, yeah. Slowly, like, trying to move out the door, but he just couldn't because he was just, ready to vent. And it wasn't anything crazy, too, but, yeah, got my kids, my first kids. Don't have kids, it can be so stressful, and after school programs, and make sure you don't marry too young, and okay. Okay. It got to a point where one night I literally looked over while he was yapping, just out of curiosity, because the times he'd come in, you know, it was during that month was what, November, December, so the sun would set early, but it'd be pretty late for the sun to be down, picking up his kids from everything, let's say 6, 7 o'clock. I look over while he's yapping. Bro, I see his car salon. I look in the background, I see a kid on his damn iPad.
Hello.
Why are you yapping to me and you got your kids in the car? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And again, like I said, he would be talking, let's say, for 15, 20 minutes. What you have to talk about for 15 to 20 minutes with a cashier that was like 18 years old, I don't know. But I'm also the type of person who I don't know how to exit a conversation gracefully, so I'm kind of just stuck there. And I don't want to be rude, but yeah, it lasted for about a month. And then I never saw him again. Speaking about people with their kids, this next story is about a man, right? Man walks into the store. This is daylight, plenty of customers around. For some reason, he just kind of stuck out to me. He walked in, he had his kid right by his side. He couldn't be older than, I'd say, 11, 12 years old. And the man's on his phone, the kid's just lingering behind him. I don't know if he had like a Game Boy or something in his hand, but he's following his dad. Man's on his phone, not really paying attention to his son. Okay, cool. Kind of briefly, I overhear the kid, saying to the dad, "Oh, can I get some candy?" Man doesn't respond to his son, but maybe he did say something going towards the aisle. He went towards the back. Nonetheless, this man comes back eventually to the front. Kind of knew exactly what he wanted, and the only thing I see in this man's hand, I swear to you, is this humongous box of condoms.
Oh!
Oh, 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 that. Okay. No, okay. Mind you, this man is still on the phone. Now at this point, I'm actually hearing him while he's coming up, dropping these things off to the register. He's not acknowledging me at all. He didn't even acknowledge his son, so why would he acknowledge me? I guess whatever. He is on the phone. I'm hearing him, and man is sweet talking a lady on his phone.
What you want in a minute? Man, when I go get you.
Meanwhile, this kid is still right next to him. This man, and mind you, with the way the store was set up, and you know all Walgreens, CVS's, or whatever, right in front of me in the register at the bottom, there's huge selection of candy. That's obviously done on purpose, girl. You know what they were doing. They're like, get your little kitty candy too. That's what the company said, and that shit was not cheap, not at all, girl. So while this kid is like drooling over this candy, I overheard this man say, "Oh, you have your allowance. If you have enough, you can get yourself some candy." And I'm dead ass. I'm gonna try to find a picture. I'm gonna insert it somewhere here just so you can, bro. Dead ass, a box. I'm not saying just your normal package, bro. It was like a not a lifetime supply, but that's what it felt like to me. A humongous box of condoms. Fuck is you? How much fucking are y'all doing? And for you to be so casual about it, mind you, liberation, sex, but I feel like that's more towards the women's, like, do what you gotta do. But like, practice safe sex. Yes, good for you, King. You can't buy your kid a $3 candy bar at that. You can't say times is rough if you out here buying like a $54 box of condoms and you can't spare a few a little bit for your son. Unironically, another condom story. Now this one, first year working there, freshly new, I'd say. Um, man walks in. A man walks into a bar. No, another man walks in and comes up to me. He has an accent. He has a very thick Spanish accent. And even though I'm Spanish myself, unfortunately, I am a no sabo kid. So comes in and this is what I'm hearing him say. Okay, um, do you guys have candles? Candles? Do you guys have candles? Me being, freshly new to the world and everything, I'm like, candles? I never heard anyone ask for candles up in here. But let's find it. Let's find some for you, sir. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, I should have known. I should have clarified, but I didn't want to because I didn't, want to assume. But the only thing I heard him say was, y'all got candles. And while I'm literally dragging this man across the entire store looking, could it be here? No, I guess not. Could it be here? I'm looking in the cleaning aisle. I'm looking in the back. I'm looking in the book. I'm looking everywhere. I work from my way from the back to the front. I'm looking where the bags are, where the freaking cards and everything. So I'm like, candles. But I'm thinking to myself, why would a man
Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? No, it's
come to CVS for candles? Because again, we are not the dollar store. We are not cheap. This is not a cheap fucking store. So why the fuck would he come in here for candles? But eventually, I'm looking all over the place for it with him, and he's down for the ride. He is a bit confused too, but we're pushing through. We're looking. I'm like, damn, it's not here. Oh no, damn, it's not here. Oh no. I'm like, y'all. Eventually, though, somehow I find candles. Now, it's not a big selection. It's quite literally very, very small. So I'm like, here are your candles, sir. You're welcome. And he stops. He looks, just like that. He chuckles a little bit. He's like, no, 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 no. No. Eventually, he pulls out his phone, which honest to God, should have done in the first place. If he saw me walking around that store, he had me walking around the store, keep in mind, for a good 5 minutes. Not the biggest store, but I was still looking quite literally down every single aisle for these damn candles. Every aisle I thought they could be in. Pulls out his phone and turns it around after he types in what he's looking for. That man was looking for condoms. Oh! Condoms, not candles. Y'all, the way my heart dropped to my booty cheeks and my face flushed pale, I was like, yeah. Looking for condoms. Yes, yes, yeah, we back there, aisle 12. Okay, cool. All the way, and the man walks away. I go back to up to the front. I help my customers, but bro, I'm just giggling to myself at that point. I'm like, why did I think it was candles? Gosh, but also, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of back and forth. Like, you should have known. You could have looked. There was, I mean, so this story takes place at this point, let's say the beginning, at the height of COVID. And again, as I mentioned before, my store would not close for shit, but for some reason, I want to say this was, you know, March, maybe April of 2020. There it was some at some point there, let's just say, but for some reason, the store felt like on the weekends, specifically, I think it was a Sunday, they wanted to close early. Maybe by like 2 hours, you know, nothing too drastic, but early nonetheless. Me working the weekends, I'd be like, fuck yes, thank you very much. Keep in mind too, when they felt the need to implement this, I don't know if this was corporate or if the manager had any say so in this. Um, Even though we had our regulars, I'm not even sure how you would, I guess, properly warn your customers, but all this store did was print out this notice on a regular printer paper and taped it on their automatic doors. Could they have made a bigger sign? Could they have done a little bit better? Yes, I feel like you definitely should. You owe it to those people who, again, those who shop at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, all these small stores. Y'all got some ride or die hard ass people. You got some loyal ass customers. They don't play around about their stores. So when that happened, you know, they gave their customers a heads up with that note. Do you really think anyone, especially these old ass people, are going to be looking at these signs and reading them thoughtfully before they enter and pick up their prune juice? No. No, the fact they don't. Closing early. And we obviously over the intercom gave our customers the heads up, you know, and some days, I guess for the most part, or very slow too, seeing as how the pharmacy I don't believe was open or was open for a very short amount of time. Okay. But y'all, before we close up, I look out in the parking lot. The only cars there is my sister's car picking me up and my coworker slash manager's car there. Not a car in sight. You can see the entire parking lot right there. Okay, right. Looked around, checked the aisles, not a customer in the store. Cool, okay, great. I turn off the automatic button on the doors. And I'm what 5'1", 5'2". Takes me a bit, especially at that age, to close those heavy ass doors. But I do it with the help of my manager. With the help of my manager. And close it. I could unlock it, I guess, for the safety hazard fire reasons, but I close it, and I'm like, yeah, yes. Oh, I think I locked one side, but not the other side. The side closest to me, I didn't lock, but the other side I locked. Yes, we're closed. Cleaning up counters, register. All of a sudden, y'all, I felt a presence, and what I mean by that is that I don't know. I literally felt like the air shifted, like something was afoot. Something was fishy, and it's not just someone's pussy.
Oh!
Something was afoot. I am cleaning up. I look over at the door that's right next to me, and I see a lady standing there, like an NPC character.
Open the door.
And okay. Maybe she's reading the sign because clearly the door's not opening up for her. Where she was, the door would have opened up. No. I'm not gonna lie, she looked really confused. I was like, crazy lady. Oh, we're close. Just as I was about to open up my little side door to have her see me and advise her that we're close, I didn't get a chance to. Everything happened so quickly, y'all. 1 minute she's standing there like a Sims character, like an NPC character. I'm confused. Next thing I know, this lady turns into She-Hulk.
He almost tasted that. Num num num.
Okay. Physically takes those automatic doors that are turned off and proceeds to casually force them open. This bitch, and she actually didn't even look like she broke a sweat. That's what kind of concerned me the most. She was casually, I don't know what her fucking, PR is. I don't know how much she lifts, but y'all, the way I was there standing, I didn't even clock it until I looked over at the end of the store. From the doors directly straight down the aisle to the back of the store, where you could see my manager, shout out to John Bird, the way that man was standing there too, in shock, in shock. Me and him are like, frozen. She opens up that bitch, proceeds to walk in like nothing. Music's turned off. Only like a few lights are on. I'm frozen. My manager's frozen there, like, oh. She's like, oh, look. Oh, she looks around. Your doors wasn't open up. Your doors didn't open. What was that? At the end of the aisle, John's like, ma'am, we're closed. She's like, oh, you're closed? How was I okay, no worries then. Proceeds to walk out. I looked over. There still wasn't another car. I saw her ass walk back out. This woman came from the woods, y'all. She didn't look like it because she was dressed, whatever. This lady literally walked off into the middle of nowhere, walked into the fucking woods. Excuse me? Mind you, she didn't say, oh no, I'm here for pick up my medication. I'm here to. Lady, what the fuck were you trying to buy? What mission were you on? Walking here with a suit and tie, physically opening up these automatic doors. Y'all, if a door is not opening up and you know it's an automatic door, can't you assume? And if at that point, you can't look around, see the signs. Eventually, they did print out, have a cardboard or big sign saying the new hours. And even then, that didn't even last for very long, which is kind of crazy. But the fact that she could take a second and be like, okay, if I'm not seeing no more than 2 cars in this parking lot, and if I'm peeping in and I'm not seeing many lights on and doors are not opening up to me, I can safely assume this place is closed. But no, that, y'all, mind you, keep in mind too, not even 10 minutes away from our CVS was a 24-hour CVS. Not even 10 minutes. So it's like, what was so important? And where did you come from? Because again, like I said, she walked from the woods. It's not a real walkable area. This is just straight highways, streets, everything. Where did you come from? Alright, y'all. And I guess this is the final look. This is basically my everyday makeup look. Application is different every time, but get into it. Whatever. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that was this video of me, I guess my version of a story time, but it's just multiple little stories. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.